All right, Eli, let's welcome two guys that terrorized us our entire careers, DeMarcus Ware and Ray Lewis. Ray's going to coach alongside me as the AFC defensive coordinator in the Pro Bowl. DeMarcus will be Eli's DC for the NFC. DeMarcus, we'll start with you, pal. Are you prepared for Eli to be micromanaging your every decision? Because let me tell you, it's exhausting.
Hey, the way I see him talking right now to you, I feel like it's going to be a long day, but guess what? We're going to get this teamwork going.
No doubt. No doubt we're going to get it going. Hey, Ray, yesterday we saw one of the most improbable defensive touchdowns in the history of the NFL, and we're going to watch it here in a second. Here it is. We got Jacoby Myers.
The Raiders.
What's that? Yeah, throwing it back. It's the tie game in the fourth quarter. Look, we got the stiff arm here. Have you ever seen a play like this? What is going on?
First of all, I've never seen a play like that, and that guy, Jacoby Myers, I don't even need you in practice next week. After that play, I had to teach him some other stuff. And then Mac Jones, make the freaking tackle. I mean, gee, what you squatting for? So many, just tackle the man. Oh man, guys, my blood pressure.
Yeah, let's take a look at that tackle. Ooh, that's not a good picture,
look at this.
DeMarcus.
Look,
that's not a good one.
That's not a good picture.
Hey, that is an ultimate defensive end stiff arm on a quarterback right there, and he just ran him straight over.
Can I defend the quarterback? Can I defend the quarterback here for a second? I mean, it's hard for us to tackle you guys. I mean, hey, Michael Vick couldn't even tackle you, DeMarcus, when y'all went head-to-head a few years ago. I think we got a video of that play. We'll see after this. Do you remember this? You remember what we're going to show here, DeMarcus?
Yeah, I remember that 69-yard touchdown, man. I think that was my first touchdown in my career. I thought Michael Vick was going to catch me. Y'all don't know that I played wide receiver in high school.
There it is.
There we go.
All right.
That's Young D right there, 2006.
Oh, here's a stiff arm,
baby. There we go.
There's a stiff arm. It's hard. I mean, if Vic can't tackle you, I mean, Mac Jones can't tackle Chandler. Big man.
Hey, Ray, we know the Rams.
Holding, offense number 64. It's a 10-yard penalty. Replay second down.
You guys watch a lot of film together. You work out together. He said you were like Michael Jordan to him when he was growing up. What makes Bobby Wagner so good?
Look, it's the way he dissects the play before the play is even snapped. If you see him coming to the line, Peyton, similar to when I used to come to the line against you, right? Figuring out the formation immediately. He knows what's coming up, second, third, first down, whatever tendencies you guys have, and he gets everybody else engaged with that, man. It's a really unique craft, but it takes a lot of studying, and he's bought into that since coming from Seattle days. Yeah.
Love that. All right. Let's get something going here, Baker. We got to stop having the penalties.
Yeah, we're going backwards too much.
Hey, Ray, you were on this show last year, DeMarcus. This is your first time. I think it's because Eli is simply terrified of you. I'm totally honest. You sacked Eli 14 and a half times in your career. That's by far the most you sacked any quarterback. Are you surprised you sacked him that much, knowing how fast Eli is?
You know what? Eli does have some blazing speed, okay? He ran a 4.6. That's what he told me every single time I sacked him, that, it was going to be a challenge to get to him, but he was actually a little bit of a trash talker, man.
I broke a tackle there, though.
It's crazy. You think Eli, yeah, you did. You did break a tackle. 14 times? I cannot believe I sacked Eli. Eli, I sacked you 14 times?
14 and a half.
We played twice a year for a long time. Why do you think I'm excited that you're my defensive coordinator in this Pro Bowl? You obviously, I mean, there's no defense. There's defensive ends on this or outside linebackers, but I still think we got to get some sacks. But hey, we got a commercial coming out here, guys. Let's stay with us. Stay with us. We got some more questions to ask y'all. Oh, and we got a flag. How do y'all feel about flags on special teams? Because as offensive guys, we hate it. Do y'all care? Y'all don't really care. You're off the field. You're just sitting there.
No,
You
we
don't even
don't
see it. Yeah, we don't care.
Get off the field.
we don't see the special team flag.
During the return, personal foul.
Get the defense on the field.
You've done your job. You just don't want to have to go back on the field. Like when you're off, if you got to go back on the field. That's bad. You get mad, like roughing the punter. You hate that. That's when you get. That's when you get mad.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. He cut next week.
Oh, I'm really mad because I know I got to go back out there after getting the stop.
Stay with us.
All right, right back.
Welcome back. DeMarcus Ware and Ray Lewis still joining us. Hey, Ray, we saw some footage a minute ago of Bobby Wagner talking to his linebackers coach on the sideline. We're going to show it here in a minute, but everybody sees that quarterback and coordinator talking on offense. What do you think Bobby and this guy are talking about in between series?
Well, Peyton, listen, he's the quarterback of the defense now. So Green Bay is having some success, right? As you see them running the ball on them. And so he's telling his defensive coordinator on kind of what's going on. He's communicating that and saying the communication must get to the entire defense for them to have a chance to stop Green Bay. So those conversations right there happen every break when you come to the sideline as a middle linebacker. Yeah.
It's second down.
Same conversation you guys have.
Hey, Ray, obviously we're watching the Packers.
Yeah.
Obviously we're watching the Packers tonight. There was a rumor that you were almost drafted by the Packers. You were picked 26 to the Ravens. The Packers had the 27th pick. On draft night, did you think that you were going to be a Packer?
I was actually, Eli, great question. I was actually on the phone with Green Bay. That picture came later. Cut it out, Peyton. Cut it out.
What are we wearing?
DeMarcus, I see your smile. Be careful, DeMarcus.
It's first down.
The
Old school.
The point was, I was on the phone with them in the 27th pick. They showed the most interest before Baltimore. I spent the most time with them, but Green Bay showed the most interest. So they told me that they was going to take me at the 27th pick if I was still sitting there. So I was on the phone with them waiting for them to pick me, and then Baltimore called. Yeah.
I really wish Green Bay would have drafted you, Ray. Yeah, I wish that would have happened. I wouldn't have had to play you twice a year. Felt like the Ravens were in the same division as the Colts and the Broncos. Hey, Ray, red zone here, defensively, different calls, different philosophy. Are you thinking just keep them out of the end zone, the field goal's okay? Are you thinking back them up where they get no points? What's the philosophy?
No, honestly, it's just really at this point in the game, Peyton, you're saying, listen, if anything, give up 3. Don't give up the big play, right? It's second down and 7, right? Green Bay is run first offense now, but it's things like this. It's things like this that Aaron Rodgers does, getting out of the pocket on bootlegs like that really frustrates the heck out of you. So no matter what coverage you play, if you don't stop plays like that, it's a frustrating night either way. But I would play not to give up 3 points. So no matter what the point is, he's not getting a touchdown. It's kind of what we're communicating at this point.
And DeMarcus, obviously, you didn't have to worry about this playing against me or Eli, but playing against a guy like Aaron, I mean, how frustrating can it be for a defensive lineman that he can keep the play alive for so long?
And that's the thing that, Aaron Rodgers does very well when he rolls out of the pocket and being able to, maneuver in the pocket and keep the play going for a long time. Then he, throws these, phenomenal passes down the field. But as a defensive guy, chasing him around, the next play you're not going to want to rush the passer because you're so tired.
There is no intent.
And so he just wears down the defensive line. I mean, throughout the whole game, and eventually he does this cadence that you were talking about earlier. Blue 12, blue 10, whatever he's doing, and I'm barely wanting to get off the ball because I'm so freaking tired.
All right, Ray, second and goal. Are you thinking pressure by the Rams, or are you thinking drop zone, keep everything in front?
Honestly, look, Peyton, you remember this. We had 2 checks. So if we came to the line right now, I'm coming, right? See the corners? See how far the corners is playing off? He knows exactly what he has. See that? That's what I'm saying. When he sees the corners off that much, he know he has that bubble screen, right? Because the box is light, right? So if the box is heavy, if the box is heavy, then outside is light. That's why you have to have 2 calls on that defensive red zone. You cannot just play one coverage on a guy like Aaron Rodgers. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah, so
that's like an RPO right there, Peyton. I mean, that's a run play, and he has the option to flip it out there if he's got good numbers. So,
but I mean, it's exactly what Ray's saying. I mean, every offense they call 2 plays in the huddle. Ray, you're saying the defense should do the same thing.
1,000%. That was one of the things that I had the liberty to do, right? Definitely when I was playing against you a lot, is that always if I saw a certain formation, I could come out of that because you wanted to be in a hard 2 right there, right? You wanted to be in a red 2, right? And then you want to sit to have a corner, a backer inside out that play. But it's impossible to stop that play with a loaded box.
Stay with us, Ray. Stay with us, DeMarcus.
All right, love that. Welcome back. Some nice bodies there. That's really good footage. That doesn't inspire you to go work out tomorrow. I don't know what does. DeMarcus, you played with 2 teams in your career. Baker Mayfield has played with 2 teams this season, okay? He had a great debut last week, struggling a little bit tonight, which you would expect. It takes a while to get comfortable. But when you're facing a quarterback in a new system, what are you thinking as a D lineman to do to try to make him more uncomfortable?
I think one of the things that has made him a good player is him being able to run around in the pocket. And the first thing I would tell the defensive line is we have to keep him in the pocket and getting pressure up the middle. And I can see that with Green Bay, what they're doing, they getting the big guys pushing up in the pocket, and then the outside guys actually get to rush, right? Even like during play action, they're still able to get pressure on them, early in the game, and then just spooking them. I mean, Ray was talking about changing the coverages. Don't keep the coverages the same. And disguising everything, even if it's the same play, still disguise to make sure that he's very uncomfortable back there in the pocket.
Yeah, had a nice little screen set up there, and looks like you got a flag. I don't know what this is. Hey, DeMarcus, you and Peyton were teammates together in Denver. Y'all won a Super Bowl 50, and I hear there's a story where after that game you were trying to have a nice little moment of quiet reflection, just enjoying the win, and Peyton just came in and totally ruined it. So please, can you tell that story? Don't sugarcoat it. Really, I want to know exactly how Peyton ruined that special moment for you.
I don't actually say he ruined it, but I didn't want to touch the trophy at the end of the game, so all the guys touching the trophy, the confetti's going everywhere, and then I start walking into the locker room, and nobody's in there, right? And I see the Super Bowl trophy right there in my locker. And Ray, Eli, everybody know exactly what I'm saying. When you see that trophy, no fingerprints on it. And so I grabbed that trophy, right? I'm talking about, I got chills right now even thinking about grabbing that trophy. And I get a tap on my shoulder, and Peyton was right there. And y'all don't understand when you got a guy like Peyton and me, we're together. I mean, he didn't ruin anything, but it was one of those moments where he was like, we made it, right?
No, I think he wanted the trophy. He wanted to steal the trophy from you.
He wanted. He did want the trophy.
I want the trophy.
He hugged it a little bit harder than me. Yeah, exactly.
So
we actually hugged the trophy together at the end, and he stole it because I didn't get my 5 minutes with the trophy. He came in and took it.
They're going quick. They're going quick on the ball here, Ray. Going no huddle, trying to get the defense off balance. Like, do y'all have an automatic call on defense? Like a quick call?
Automatic.
Get everybody lined up? Automatic.
What coverage?
Automatic. As soon as you came out. But because we were so dominant in our front 7, red 2 is always our go-to, right? Because if you came out, like yourself, and saw something else, you would probably try one of our corners, who's sitting flat-footed. Yeah. But red 2 always gave us the best chance to stop the run and then stop the pass on the way. Yeah.
Oh, you had him.
A little running back seam out of the backfield.
It was receiver. Had the receiver.
But he was out of the backfield.
Hey, DeMarcus, do you rush harder on 3rd down right here in the 7-yard line? I mean, do you just suck it up and say, I gotta create some pressure here on this quarterback?
I think it's one of those things. This is probably one of the hardest times I would rush because usually the quarterbacks run to the right when they're probably about 20 yards in, especially like a guy like Baker Mayfield. So we're just going to rush up the field and probably get a guy that's going to wrap around so that that backside B gap is closed off. And so like this, let's say that this right here is a, like a play action play, but he's probably going to try to run to the right, string the play out a little bit. So I would rush up the field as high as I can to cut that off, right, to make sure he does that.
A little timeout here. A little more defensive talk when we come back here.
All right, here we go. We got 3rd and goal from the 7 right here. Ray, right here, does the defenses have like a goal line, like kind of a picket fence? Everybody just stay at the 7-yard line, or right at the goal line. Don't let them get in. Or you just play
absolutely.
Defense?
Put your heels. Yeah. Great question. You put your heels at a certain point and do not back up. I mean, backing up saying touchdown, right? So if you caught in the end zone, that's a bad place to be. With this call right here for defense. So they playing. Yeah. So see, they sit in the 2. Yep. They drop it forward.
You can't do that.
Exactly. You cannot do that. That's my point. That's exactly what I just said, Eli. Who does that?
It's the safety. The safety's sitting there. He's 7 yards deep in the end zone.
7 yards deep,
Calm
Eli.
down.
7 yards deep.
In-breaking route.
I know, Peyton. I mean, gee whiz, man.
What is these guys? Like quarters.
Look at him.
What is he looking
Look,
for?
he backs up. Where are you backing up to? What are you backing up to? I don't know. I don't know what he's reading. I just don't know what he's reading. I just don't know what he's reading. Wow.
Oh, he missed it.
Missed that.
Oh.
He missed that.
And he missed the field goal.
Oh.
All right, men, stay with us. So I want to get into a couple more questions for you guys when we come back. Talk a little Pro Bowl strategy. Ray, we're going to blitz a lot, right? We're blitzing the NFC a lot. Every play.
Every play.
All right, welcome back. The Rams just put together a nice drive, got the touchdown, but missed the extra point, which that could be a big deal. It was 11 points. You got the touchdown, go for 2. The field goal comes into play. Now down 12. The field goal doesn't help. Wouldn't be surprised.
Big deal to this
guy.
guy.
Down there close, you got to start going for it. But so we'll see. Hey, DeMarcus, I hate to bring this up, but before you and Peyton were teammates, y'all played against each other in 2013. You were playing for the Cowboys. Peyton, 2013. You were with the Broncos, right?
Yep.
And there was a play, and we'll show it right after this kickoff. And I'll wait for the kickoff, and we'll analyze what happened here.
It's getting some yards. No penalty. No flag.
No penalty. No flags. All right, let's look at this play right here, DeMarcus. All right, so it's a nice little handoff. Nope. How did you let this happen, DeMarcus? I mean, you know how many times Peyton's maybe watched this?
Peyton probably had 3 yards his whole career rushing. So I knew that he did not have the football. And so I just dove down. I'm like, listen, I got to get to the running back. And all of a sudden, the crowd was really quiet. And I looked to my right, and I saw Peyton. I said, are you kidding me? Oh, I was shocked. He got me. I was shocked.
You had a nice tackle on the running back, though.
Score on you?
Hey, Ray, he tackled the running back. He tackled the running back. Nice tackle. Form tackle. I think they actually gave you credit for a tackle on a guy who didn't have the ball. Nice play.
Hey, I bit on that play. You got me on that one, Peyton. But what about that sack when you was in Indy, though? When I tricked you on the cover 2 and I actually blitzed.
No.
You remember that.
I forgot about that.
You don't want to talk about that one.
I forgot about that. Watch his tackle, Ray. Good form tackle.
DeMarcus Ware. Where is your football awareness? DeMarcus Ware, where's your football awareness?
Where is Peyton at? Hey, Ray, would you think?
Stay with us.
Welcome back. Ray Lewis, DeMarcus Ware still with us. Hey, Ray, there's a 30 for 30 coming out in February about your 2000 Ravens called Bullies of Baltimore. We have a clip here we'll play after this Packers play, but it had to have been great to relive your memories with that team again.
Man, seriously, I mean, with the passing of Goose, and everything. Right after that, 2 weeks after that, it was like almost unreal that we was able to film that. Oh, he dropped it. He dropped it. But getting back with those guys, man, just talking about what we had done in 2000 was just absolutely, it was just phenomenal. Just phenomenal. And the way that they recorded it and the way they did it, man, it was really very tasteful. Yeah.
Pass interference.
That's awesome.
Defense number 2. The ball will be placed at the spot of the foul. Automatic. First down.
Wow.
Looked like he did much, did it? He's off coverage, like you said. That ain't much. That ain't much.
Yeah, that's
What? Oh, my goodness.
You don't like that, Ray?
I don't. How do you play football? I don't know, guys. Look, let me just calm down. Like this.
what did
This
they
is what I
just call?
go through watching football now. Pass interference.
PI.
Pass interference. Oh, God.
All right, we'll put you in a good mood. After this play, we're going to play a little clip of
Please.
Bullies of Baltimore. So let's sit in and listen here.
Ooh, let's get more. Another
Please,
flex.
put me in a good
No
mood.
flex by Ramsey.
Price to pay when you play against us. Things might break. Things might tear. Oh well. It's called football. That's why we were the greatest defense ever to play the game.
Wow.
Ooh, that's some hot footage
That was
there.
intense.
That's some hot footage there. No. That was so good, bro.
I played against the 2004 Baltimore, had my 0 quarterback rating. Y'all bullied me that day pretty well.
I was not gonna bring that up, Eli. I was not gonna bring that 0 rating up. I was
Easy.
and that was a bad
easy
place for you to
target.
come as a rookie to Baltimore.
Easy target. Bad scheduling. Bad scheduling.
Not where I want my second start to be against. Second start of your career.
Got the Ravens.
You're at the Ravens. No.
Yeah, in Baltimore. Oh boy. Oh boy.
That might have been a fumble.
Ruling on the
He's
field
not down,
is
right?
an
Looks like a
incomplete
fumble on the
pass.
guy.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
third down.
Oh, they caught incomplete.
Fumble.
Wait.
Hey guys, let's talk a little Pro Bowl here. Obviously, we won't have the players that make the Super Bowl because they'll be getting ready for bigger and better things. But everybody else that makes the Pro Bowl has to play this year. We are not accepting alternates, right? That's the rule, right, Ray? If you make the Pro Bowl, you have to come to Vegas to play with us in the Pro Bowl. That's the rule.
That's the rule. That's the rule. Back in our day, you used to get tap out. The rule is if you make the Pro Bowl, you got to come to the Pro Bowl in Vegas. You got to come see us in Vegas. First time flag football in Vegas. Wow, flag football.
That's right. If you don't come, if you don't come, you don't get credit for making the Pro Bowl. That's the change this year. So it's not, you can't use it on your resume. I made the Pro Bowl. You have to physically be in Vegas. You got DeMarcus, you like that?
Is that a rule? Are you making this? Are you
Listen, if you make
deciding
the
this
Pro
right
Bowl,
now?
you got to be there. Yeah,
There you go.
Peyton's deciding
Or
this
doesn't
right now.
count.
If you make the Pro Bowl, you got to be there, or it doesn't count.
Like you have it in your
with you on
contract that if you make a Pro Bowl, you get an incentive. If you don't show up, it doesn't count. You don't get the incentive.
That's right.
The way it is.
That's exactly right. You've got to be there. You got to be
that's gonna
coached by Ray. You got to be coached by DeMarcus. We're looking for full participation. Ray, DeMarcus, thank you all for being here. Look forward to Las Vegas. We're going to have a lot of fun, and you guys are the best.
Happy holidays to you too.
Brothers.
Have a great
Merry
one.
Christmas, boys.
Happy holidays
Thank
to you
y'all.
guys. Good
Take
seeing
care.
you, brothers.
Merry Christmas.
All right, baby. All right, brothers.
All right, E.
All right.
Ready
here
for
we
a little
go.
Baker
Good
magic
drive.
here?
Another good
Let's
drive
see.
right here.
Critics are saying you've never seen any